Kia ora guys, it's Mr. Arden here. I'm just making a quick video to share my thoughts about the recent school examination and how you as a level 3 student can make the necessary improvements to take your results to the next level. So with both the written and visual essays, we were very impressed with the amount of evidence that you were all using. You had learned quotes from the written text, and you had really studied the visual aspects of the text as well for your visual essays. And so all we can say with that is keep on learning evidence, keep on memorizing evidence, and make sure you've got plenty to talk about. The real letdown with the essays was just getting in and answering or proving or disproving the statement. We noticed that there were not enough paragraphs written by some of you. So at this level, you should be writing 4 paragraphs. For a lot of you, we only saw 3. For some of you, we saw 4 paragraphs, but it was really only the last 2 paragraphs that were really discussing the statement. So avoid spending so much time talking about random things that don't really apply to the statement. Get in and answer the statement. If you're trying to define words within the statement, do that in the introduction or try and involve it within your first paragraph, but make sure each paragraph is discussing the text. Now, in order to gain excellence at this level, you really need to show original thinking. You really need to take your thoughts and really express them. So look for original ideas and discuss them. You must go beyond the text. With the current standard that you're working on, Achievement Standard 3.8, you are doing some research, and hopefully you can find a quote or 2 from your critic that you could then transfer into your exam at the end of the year. That would definitely show some original thinking. It's not a requirement, but it definitely will help for you to gain an excellence. So what we want at excellence is original thinking and clear outside of the text discussion. So make that a priority if you're looking to gain excellence. With the unfamiliar standard, Achievement Standard 3.3, what I was impressed with was the amount of you that actually gave this a real good go. We had quite a few passes with this standard, but we really struggled to get into the merit territory, and very few of us were even close to even gaining excellence as well. So what the big struggle was for us as markers is what we saw was you were able to identify aspects, but you weren't really showing that you knew what the aspect did or what it achieved. When you identify an aspect, you can't just say diction was used and then provide a whole sentence. That doesn't show diction. You need to choose specific words, okay? But it doesn't stop there. If you're going to look at specific words, you need to break them down and discuss those specific words and how those specific words answer the top question. That's what you have to do with every aspect that you use. How does it answer the top question? Because what a lot of you were doing was finding the aspect and discussing it, but you weren't discussing how it proves or how it answers the top question. That is where we were letting ourselves down. So, homai te paki for identifying the aspect, but if you don't show how it answers the top question, you're not going to get very far, okay? You've got to use the pata and the kate formula, or the structure to answer those questions, but you also have to really show that you know the answer to the top question through those aspects. Also with question 3, a lot of you were showing how the same aspect in both texts. Yeah, but it didn't work out that well, and a lot of you didn't pass that way. Ideally, when you read a text, find 3 aspects, okay? Don't just find 2 and then hope that another one pops up. Find 3 aspects while you're reading the text and use all 3. You're going to use 2 in the first answer and 1 in the last, okay? That should be your goal. So there you have it. There's my thoughts for the level 3 exam. We did well, but we can make some improvements, and hopefully these ideas give you a few things to think about.